Hello, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm blah. You go.
I'm
ladies.
John.
And I'm Anita Starr.
Do you guys know 10 sexy horrors?
Horrors?
You know what I was trying to say.
I know some horrors that are sexy. Horrors.
I'm gonna transition. There's a channel called AlltimeMovies. They are friends of John and I, and
Hi,
they
guys.
have this video out: top 10 sexiest horror movies.
Ooh, I like it.
And I feel like maybe one of these could be a good date movie to do with my girlfriend. Although I don't think she gets turned on by sex scenes in movies, which is a bummer.
I don't either.
You don't?
No.
You don't?
No.
You see Boogie Nights?
I have.
You
I
didn't get
didn't
turned
know.
on? Mark
Do you?
Wahlberg,
I feel
Julianne
like
Moore?
I'm the outcast.
I feel like it depends on the sex scene, because I feel like you have a good argument there with Boogie Nights, but maybe you just haven't seen the right sex scene.
Maybe there's one out there for
There's
me
one
yet.
out there. Maybe it's on this list.
Maybe
Let's
it's
find
in this
out.
There's
Click.
one in the remake of Friday the 13th that's pretty spectacular.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were all ready to touch. Okay, let's do this.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Alex from ATM. We are in full-on
Ooh, that eyeball, though.
mode, and as we all know, scary often goes hand in hand, or hand in something else.
My boyfriend.
With sexy.
I'm a
With
good
those
guy.
have intensely sexy scenes in them. Looking at you, Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah.
But movies that have central
good.
themes and explorations of sex.
I mean, I don't
Ooh.
find like
This
capturing
list,
a woman.
it's all about it.
Oh my.
As always, if you disagree with my list,
Yeah.
let me know in the comments below.
Aw.
And if you have any suggestions for
Dang.
future ones,
I like
Having
that
all
movie.
kinds of emotions.
I know.
There's
so many reactions
going
going
on.
on.
Just slip out.
Hell yeah.
Number 10, Spring. Starting
Oh,
off
I
our
wanna
list
see
is this
this.
US
Spring.
body horror from directors Justin Benson and Aaron
I heard
Moorhead.
that movie's great.
After a
Yeah.
series of traumatic events, Evan travels to Italy to lose himself for a while. There, he meets a girl called Louise, who he's
Oh.
initially wary of.
Hell
but
yeah,
naturally
Louise.
grows to like.
How's it going?
Of course, the
Ooh.
two have sex, and Evan slowly discovers who this interesting new
Ugh.
Ooh.
really is.
That's what
Explores
gets me
the
to
idea of
ooh.
the stereotypes of sex, love, and commitment. While the movie isn't a shag fest all the way through, sorry, Evan and Louise's night
Hey.
together is enormously significant in the plot. This horror movie takes a dark turn that is
Oh!
Why?
What the hell is
Wanted
this?
to watch
I
too
don't
much.
know.
presentation that makes it quite so special
Honestly,
and quite
really.
so scary. Number 9,
It's getting
Neon
really
Demon.
The Neon
Next
Demon.
up is
The
Nicholas
Neon
Winding Refn's
Demon.
2012 psychological horror movie
wanna see
about the
this
twisted
too.
I know, me
right-wing
too. I
of
haven't
the
seen it. I've heard a
modelling
lot
world.
about it.
16-year-old Jessie arrives in LA to pursue her dream modelling career, but soon her rivals become obsessed with the new girl in the industry.
She's been in town for like a minute.
The Neon Demon is a brutal look at the way culture obsesses over beauty and then desires to consume it. Jessie comes to represent
Nothing
beauty
wrong with that.
romanticized, commodified, and then fetishized. Sex in the Neon Demon is something to be traded.
Oh
Whoa.
my god!
against
They're like
sex to
going at
demonstrate
it.
power and control. The horror comes from the cold objectifying of beauty to the point at which characters simply become their own flesh. The physical becomes powerfully distant and eerily, almost totally devoid of feeling. Number 8, Planet Terror. Next
Oh.
up is the movie that was originally
Would
released
this
in
be
the US
sexy?
as one half of Grindhouse
Heck yeah.
alongside Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. Planet Terror follows various
Oh.
people trying to survive a violent mutant zombie horde that were created after a deadly biochemical agent was released into the air in rural Texas.
I love this movie, but
Planet Terror is one of those brilliant, campy, fun horror movies that deliberately
looks
echoes the exploitation
crazy.
movies made famous by Grindhouse cinemas. Naturally, as part of Grindhouse, Planet Terror consistently uses sex as a way of demonstrating power and dominance over others,
Oh my.
but never on its own.
Nice
It subverts
top.
the idea of sexiness
Cute.
alone being powerful by combining it with violence and rage.
I love Rose
I
McGowan.
promise you, you'll be wanting
so
a machine
hot.
gun leg by the end
Yeah.
of this movie.
Weinstein Company.
Number 7, The Hunger. 2 words at number 7.
Ouch.
David
That is context.
Yeah.
The Hunger tells the story of
Oh,
two vampires,
David.
one of whom, after 200 years,
Oh, that's
of
Gary
youth,
Oldman.
age so
I haven't
rapidly,
seen
consults
this.
a doctor to try and discover
Susan
how he can
Sarandon?
remain eternally youthful
Hell
and
yeah.
not just immortal. Let's be entirely honest here.
Oh,
There
here we
is
go.
something
Here
seriously
we go.
sexy about vampires, and that's before you add Bowie into the picture. The Hunger delves into the idea of consumption
Oh, man.
through both murder and sex.
Ew.
Miriam purposefully creates vampires to be her consorts, mingling the idea of companionship and murder in this incredibly erotic horror movie. Number 6, Not Keanu. From Bowie to Keanu now at number 6.
A man
This
cheating with the
2015
threesome
horror
is
follows
always
Evan
hot.
Weber, who opens the door to 2
Oh
women
my
one weekend while
goodness.
he's home alone. The women seduce Evan,
Blade
but
Runner.
soon he becomes embroiled in a very dangerous game.
Oh
One
man.
that the two
I'm a
girls,
good
played by
guy.
Anna de Armas, have been winning for a very long time. In Knock Knock, sex is both a reward and a punishment.
It's a
The
major
stereotypical
punishment.
idea of a superior masculine sexuality
Okay, I
is
might
completely
be
reversed,
turned on by
with
this
two
one if
women
I
entirely
watch
holding the reins over Evan. It's this subversion of the cliched slutty girl in a horror movie.
What the
that's
actual?
so worth watching.
Really?
Number 5, The Company of Wolves. Next up, it's the adaptation of one of Angela Carter's infamous inverted fairy tales. The Company of Wolves follows a young girl who dreams that her sister is killed by a mysterious wolf creature from the forest. Her grandmother warns her to stay away from men whose eyebrows meet. Let's be honest, great advice there. But
Really?
naturally,
Yeah.
she takes a
Bogged
fancy to a monobrowed hunter and things start to unravel. Instead of constant elaborate sex scenes, spoiler, not really in this movie at all,
That's a damn shame.
The Company of Wolves relies on an underlying sexual tension that continuously builds and builds throughout the movie. It's really quite incredible. Number 4, Thirst. Just out of the medals is the 2009 vampire movie by the incredible Park Chan-wook. Thirst tells the story of Sang-hyun, a priest who volunteers to take part in a drug experiment in an attempt to cure the deadly Emmanuel virus. Sang-hyun is infected with the disease but miraculously recovers, unaware that he's also contracted vampirism.
Ooh.
Thirst is a glorious vampire movie that toys with the idea of temptation. Released from his world of responsibilities, Sang-hyun experiences a life without accountability, which leads him down an alien path of sexual
Ew, though. No, I can't.
And it's this release from social restrictions to the embracing of desire that makes Thirst such a
This doesn't
stunning
look sexy.
At all.
Oh!
What part of that was hot?
In at the Bronx,
Oh.
it's the movie written and directed by Jim Jarmusch.
I
Another vampire
really
flick
wanted to
that
see this
three
movie.
because, come on, they're the
Oh,
sexiest
it's on my
monsters.
birthday.
Only Lovers
Did you?
Left Alive follows
Right on.
Adam and Eve,
Is that
a
Loki?
married couple who have been alive for hundreds of years, surviving on blood from suppliers rather than risk feeding from contaminated sources.
Dude.
Only Lovers Left Alive explores the idea of addiction through vampirism and sexuality. Tilda Swinton and Tom Hiddleston have a magnetic charisma on screen, and it only gets better as their need to relapse grows stronger. This movie is a painfully cool, seductive look into the world of uncontrollable desire.
Spooky.
Number 2, Cat People. In at Silver, it's the erotic
cat
movie
people are
directed
naturally
by
sexist.
Paul
Of
Schrader and
course.
starring Nastasia Kinski
Duh.
and Malcolm McDowell. Cat People tells the story of Irina, who travels to New Orleans to reconnect with her brother, who has a dark obsession with her and a mysterious link to big
Oh,
cats.
baby.
I won't reveal any more, but the entire
Oh,
premise of
look at
this movie is wrapped up in sex. Incest, relationships, animal transformations, and even bestiality
Oh
at a push
my
comes into play
goodness.
in this incredible film. Oh, and David Bowie did the music as well, so it's pretty flippin' sexy.
Sweet.
Yes.
Bestiality?
I know what is.
Species! I saw this in the theaters twice when I was 5 years old.
Hell yeah. Get
My
that
parents were
shit
good
correct.
people.
It was a different time back then.
This movie is sexy.
Is
She
it?
manages to escape
Yeah.
after the government facility in which she's kept tries to destroy her. Syl then begins a sexual rampage to try and create as many offspring as
What
possible.
is happening?
All while being hunted to extinction by the
Ugh,
scientists.
I could
who
talk
helped
about species
create her.
forever.
Species exaggerates the
Natasha
whole concept of
Henstridge.
femme fatale to glorious, ludicrous
It's Alpha
limits
Movie.
until the cliche
Oh my
itself becomes
goodness,
absolutely
though.
terrifying.
Whoa.
Syl seduces everyone around her for one sole purpose: conception and the continuation of the species. And weirdly, it's this enormous consequence of sex that is never really explored in many horror movies that is so
Oh, man.
utterly petrifying. So that was my list of the 10 sexiest horror movies. But what do you think I've missed out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If
Hostile.
you like this video, please
I
hit
mean,
the thumbs up,
hostile.
click the bell. to
Slices
turn
the
on
guy's
post
ankle.
notifications,
Ah!
and don't forget to subscribe to ATM. See ya.
Any Eli Roth movie, essentially. Green Inferno,
Yeah. Cabin Fever.
Cabin
I feel
Fever.
like Queen of the Dam should have been on that list.
Yeah.
That bathtub scene with Aaliyah and Stuart Townsend.
I feel like
Ooh, that
Interview
was
with a
sexy.
Vampire.
Yes.
Oh, come on. All the homosexual undertones going on in
Yeah,
that
but
movie.
there wasn't like a sex scene.
They had a movie on here that was like, there's no actual sex.
Well,
it's just
yeah,
the building
that's true.
sexual
You're
tension.
right. There was a lot of sexual tension in Interview with the Vampire with
Yeah.
the male characters, which was sexy.
It was
Especially
sexy.
Antonio Banderas and Brad Pitt. That scene was just like.
No, man.
Ooh.
Well, anything with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, those scenes
That's
together.
true. Oh yeah.
At one point, he's just macking on his neck.
Man, hot stuff. Good point. Gregory.
Yeah,
I stand
Interview with the Vampire. I
corrected.
feel like there's
Double.
a
The
whole
Anne
hunkin'
Rice movies got left out.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, but there's like 14 other vampire movies on.
How dare you?
Yeah, I was gonna say vampires probably hands down the sexiest of the horror.
They
genres.
are. They are. Vampires are just sexy, you know? They're alluring. They're just beautiful. They're magnetic. They just.
Well, it's because
draw
out of
you
all
in.
the other monsters, they're the closest to being human too.
Yeah, they are, but they're like beautified humans.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, I mean that's
It's
why
the
they're
only-
sexy.
It's the only supernatural thing that makes you sexy-er.
They
Yeah,
glow in the
yeah,
sunlight.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Twilight jokes. They don't get old, people. They don't get old.
Coming.
Sparkles, Edward Cullen
Ah.
sucks.
Trick or treat. That was a trick for you
That
guys.
was a trick. We
Oh, yeah.
tricked you. That scene with Keanu Reeves, though.
You haven't seen Knock Knock?
No, I don't know why I haven't seen Knock Knock.
Oh, that's
Because being the fan of Keanu that I
Yeah.
am, and that kind of movie, what is wrong with me? I need to get on that shit.
No, there's some
Immediately.
sex to be had in Knock Knock. That's for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a horror movie where the weapon is sex instead of like a
Sweet.
machete or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, one of those girls is Eli Roth's wife.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the other one is in Blade Runner 2049 right now.
Yeah,
crap.
and the guy is in the Matrix.
And the guy,
Yeah.
the guy,
Yeah.
the guy, that's Neo, right?
Yeah. I feel like these guys need to redefine what they think is sexy. Some of the things they're talking about, I'm like, how is this possibly sexy? I just,
Honestly,
I just
like the
don't
one with the
see
Asian
it.
guy movie was that? That was not at all.
Thirst.
Yeah,
Thirst.
The one that was from the director of Okja.
Definitely did not look sexy to
No,
me.
it looked like creepy, disturbing. Like a lot of these movies they're talking about seem to deal with sexual discomfort.
Yeah.
And I don't find discomfort
Sexy.
sexy.
Yeah,
I
me
know.
neither. I don't
And I feel
either.
like if I did, there'd be something I got to check out about myself.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point, man. And I feel like in that it was more like a fetishy sexy, whereas like it wasn't really honing in on like your typical normal sexiness. It was
Yeah.
like, it's sexy, but in that weird fetish way.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe they took the horror comedy formula route and they went, well, okay, it can't just be sexy. It also has to be horrific a little bit.
I guess.
Yeah?
I feel like
I don't
Species. Have either of you guys seen Species?
No, but
I'm
I
a-
heard you have.
Yeah.
familiar with it.
I saw it I actually got her autograph, Natasha Henstridge,
Oh, how
on my
cool.
VHS copy.
Right on, man.
And I
On
think
your
Species.
VHS?
Yes.
Copy, how cute
I'm
is
old
that?
enough to have a VHS.
I love that.
Well, I think this works as sexy because even though there's some like creepy imagery they were showing,
Mm-hmm.
the guys who she's sleeping with have no idea she's really an alien. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of seduction build up,
Sure.
and then there's
Okay.
sex stuff happening. I could see myself being a single guy in that position, being like, "Yeah, I totally have sex with this girl," and then something horrific
Duh.
happens, So, but I still feel there's that layer of sexiness strongly applied. Knock Knock. I guess I would qualify Knock Knock as I just don't like that movie, but in terms of being
But
like
the
a
sex
sexy
scenes
horror movie.
are sexy.
Yeah, because
They're
that's a whole.
titillating.
That's all about temptation and giving into
Yeah.
something that feels wrong.
That
and
might
it
be
has
the
to feel
one for me.
sexy.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
she
one
hasn't
we were
even
looking
seen
for.
it. Yeah.
Species, that was cool. Like the premise and the idea of having to like evolutionarily, primitively,
Yeah.
like
That's our whole
multiply.
goal.
Yeah, and make sure that your species survives. That's interesting because it is something that we are like psychologically is what we do in
Yeah,
life.
in this list, they're talking
But-
about like bestiality at
but
times. and
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I can't get on board with that.
Yeah.
And incest? No, I can't get on board with
I
that.
mean,
Well, the thing also too is we haven't seen all of these, so maybe they're describing
Yeah.
the movies overall, and maybe if you go and watch
Could
them,
be.
there's like one or two just like
That's true
regular
because the
sex
ones I
scenes.
have seen, I'm like able to justify
Yeah.
what are on this list.
Yeah. Because like I thought like Only Lovers Left Alive was kind of sexy, even though that movie overall is like very deliberately paced and it's
Right.
very vampiric. It's very sort
Sure.
of cold and dark. But there's some sexy stuff in that movie in a hazy sort of way.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I gotta
So-
agree with you, Greg. That bestiality.
It's
I
got
can't get down with
not
it.
all
Incest.
sexiness there ever was in that
I
movie.
can't get down with it.
Well, and the
I mean,
incest
it's-
one too. I was
The
like,
incest one, I
don't
feel
know.
like we've been like Game of Thrones has kind of thrown that at us a
Yeah.
little bit, and so we're kind of getting used to it. But it's not as a sexy thing. It's as
I
that
still feel
weird...
wrong. Yeah.
No, you should. I mean,
it blocks the
like,
sexy part of
right,
it for me. I'm
but
like,
it's just more like, oh yeah, okay, so that happens.
I
in
don't
movies
enjoy
and
seeing
shows.
Amelia Clarke and Kit Harington naked together.
Right?
I just don't,
that's
because I know.
the thing.
Really?
I know, me too. I
I
didn't.
mean, yeah, I'm totally there with you guys.
But like the bestiality, man, I can't get
You
down.
guys you've never had a
Bestiality, man.
John, you ever had a crush on an aunt, or you never had a crush on an uncle?
Or cat.
Maybe like an anthropomorphic cat as a kid in a cartoon
Or a cat that
something.
was your aunt.
Never an aunt or an uncle, though.
No, I've never had a crush on an uncle, aunt. Cause,
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, totally, Greg. And I'm the one
Well,
from
guys, subscribe to All-Time Movies.
Subscribe!
Yeah.
Subscribe to that.
You can
to the
subscribe.
Real Rejects.
Thanks. Subscribe to Anita Star while you're at
If
it.
you
Click
want.
everyone's
All of
notification
it.
bell.
Just the bells.
You're
constantly.
gonna have so many notifications
It's
on
gonna be
so
like
many
on your
people's
phone.
stuff.
People are gonna think you're so popular because
Yeah.
your thing's just dinging constantly.
That's what matters
That's
most,
what matters.
people.
It is popularity.
Patreon is a website.
Patreon
Check
is
it
a
out.
website.
Jump on it.
You should jump on the Patreon
Oh, and send us your Jigsaw reactions. Tag us in Stardust and stuff.
and stuff. Bye.
Thanks for handling that.
You're welcome.